Yo, what up? It's your boy, Lone Wolf, back at it again. Let's not waste no time for Season 9. Let's check out the squads and see if any of the boys made some off-season moves. Right away, we got our first off-season move. Kelrick Polk signing with the 76ers with a 4-year, $160 million deal. Blake Miller re-signs with the Bucks on a 1-year contract. Joey still has 2 years in Chicago. Lorenzo decides to sign 1 more year with the Chicago Bulls. The reigning MVP Eli Peterson is in the last year of his contract with the Hawaii Hanu. Tony Marrier still has 2 years in his contract with the Kings. Derek Banks in his last year of the contract with the New York Knicks. Matthews still having 2 more years with the Kodiaks. Joseph with the big off-season move, signing a max contract for 4 years, $160 million. Perry still has 2 years on his Cincinnati Lions contract. Seth still has 2 years in his Dallas contract. Jack is the main man in charge in Detroit. He still has 2 years on his contract. Eric signs 1 more year with the Sound. Joshua on his last year of his contract with the Spurs. Christian with 2 years left still on his contract. Jesus the Juice is in his final year with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Vishal is in the final year of his Warriors contract, but he will be out the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season. Carter still has 2 years on his Wizards contract. Alright, you fantasy ballers, some of y'all finding new homes, some of y'all staying put right where you're at. Let's see if we could break that record of 5 All-Stars last year. Let's get 6 or more. Come on, baby. Let's get it. The All-Star captains have been announced, and it's now time to pick teams. NBA All-Star Game 2028 with the captain Julius Randle against Team Giannis. That's a surprise. Alright, now let's see how many boys made the squad. Whoa, the same amount as last year, but the only difference is this year we have 3 starters. Starting for Team Julius, we have Christian Martinez, who will make his 2nd All-Star game, and Derek Banks, who will also make his 2nd All-Star game. Coming off the reserves for Team Julius, Joey Castillo, who will make his 1st All-Star appearance. And starting for Team Giannis, making his 3rd All-Star appearance, Seth Gallegos. And coming off the bench, making his 2nd All-Star appearance, Carter Stump. And for Team Giannis, Seth will put up 6 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Carter will put up 4 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. And for Team Julius, Christian will pour in 22 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Joey will put up 4 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block in his 1st All-Star appearance. Sorry, Derek, but you did have an injury right before the All-Star game. So congratulations to Carter, Seth, Derek, Chris, and Joey as they make the All-Star game. And now, it's time to sim to the end of the year and check out those awards and stats. And that's gonna do it. The 2028 season is a wrap. Your MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, with 32.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Your Rookie of the Year, Christopher Newton, with 22 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1 steal. Your 6th Man of the Year, Matthew Sanchez, with 20.5 points, 9 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Your Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr., with 20.5 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 2.5 blocks. Your Most Improved will go to Connor Terrell with 35 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And your Coach of the Year, Jeremy Horsley. Seth Gallegos will make All-NBA First Team. Christian Martinez and Carter Stump will make All-NBA Second Team. Derek Banks will win All-NBA Third Team. All-Defensive First Team, you already know, Derek Banks. Alrighty, and here are those season stats. Kelrick finishing with 12 points, 7.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Blake finishing with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals. Joey finishing the season with 20 points, 12.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Lorenzo will drop a little bit to 10 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1 steal. Eli will finish with 18 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Tony would be traded midway through the season to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he would average 15.5 points, 7 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1.5 steals. Derek Banks will average 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Matt will average 20.5 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Joseph would average 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Perry will average 20 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2 blocks. Seth will average 20 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Jack will put up 15.5 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, and 2 blocks. Eric will put up 3.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Josh will average 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. Chris will put up 20 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 1.5 steals. The Juice will put up 20 points, 6 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2 steals, and half a block. Vishal will put up 23 points, 10 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Carter will finish the year with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block. And here is your first round showdown's gonna look. The number 1 seeded Kodiaks with Matthew Sanchez will go up against the 8 seeded Phoenix Suns. The 4 seeded Sacramento Kings will go up against the 5th seeded Denver Nuggets. Christian and Josh get the San Antonio Spurs, the 3 seed, and they will face the 6 seeded Rockets. Seth and the Dallas Mavericks will take the 7 seed and play the 2 seeded Los Angeles Lakers with Joseph Landeros. Carter Stum and the Washington Wizards getting the 1 seed, going against Philadelphia and their newly acquired piece, Kelrick Polk. The number 4 seeded Miami Heat will take on the number 5 seeded Toronto Raptors. Derek Banks will take the 3 seed with the New York Knicks, going against the 6 seeded Brooklyn Nets. And to close it out, the 2 seeded Charlotte Hornets looking to win the title again, going against the 7 seeded Indiana Pacers. Let's get to some first round action. And that's gonna do it, folks. Here in Game 5, New York will take the win and move on to the second round of the playoffs. Let's see how far Derek could take this team. And it looks like the Lakers are going to take it here in Game 6, folks, and go ahead and move on to the next round. Congratulations to Joseph Landeros. And I'm sorry, Seth, but your journey ends here. Here we are, winner go home matchup, Game 7. The 8-seeded Philadelphia 76ers are trying to take out the 1-seeded Washington Wizards. Philadelphia has possession here. He gets crossed. Clayton, floater, good. Philly down 4. He's gonna get open look. Yes, mid-range. Bender for the free throw, and he makes it. Philadelphia with 7 seconds left, gonna hoist up a shot. No good, and that's the ball game. Carter and the Washington Wizards will move on to the second round. Sorry, KP. Your journey ends here. And there you have it. That's how the first round will end. The Vancouver Kodiaks don't even have a problem with Phoenix. Nothing to see here. 4-0 sweep next round. Denver will take out the Kings in 6. The Spurs have no problem with the Rockets, easily defeating them and moving on. The Lakers will take out the Mavericks in 6. Philadelphia takes Washington all the way to Game 7, but comes up short. Miami beats Toronto in 6. The New York Knicks easily defeating Brooklyn, and Charlotte easily defeating Indiana. And here's your second round matchups. Matthew Sanchez and the Kodiaks going against Denver. Joseph Landeros finds himself facing another familiar foe in the San Antonio Spurs with Christian Martinez and Joshua Espinosa. Carter Stone will try to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals by defeating the Miami Heat. And Derek Banks will have to get past the defending champions to make it on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's get to some second round action. And there you have it. Derek Banks and the New York Knicks will move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, defeating the defending NBA champions, the Charlotte Hornets. Congratulations to Derek, and let's see how far he can take this tremendous run. Once again, Matthew Sanchez and the Kodiaks are way too much for the Denver Nuggets, as they're going to go ahead and sweep them here as they advance to the Western Conference Finals. Congratulations to Matt, but he's been there before and he wants more. And there you go, folks. San Antonio's gonna go ahead and close the series in 5. The Lakers were no match. Even with Joseph Landeros, the Spurs will move on to the Western Conference Finals. Congratulations to Chris and Josh. And I'm sorry, Joseph, your journey ends here. And it's all over here in Game 5. Carter Stum and the Washington Wizards will move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Congratulations to Carter, and let's see what we got going on in the next round. And there are your second round results. The Kodiaks again having no problem demolishing every team they face. The San Antonio Spurs also move on to the Western Conference Finals, only losing one game to the Lakers. Washington Wizards will take out the Heat in 5, and the New York Knicks will easily take care of the defending champs. And here we are at the conference finals, and we have two epic matchups for you. In the Eastern Conference Finals, we have the one-seeded Washington Wizards with Carter Stum going against the number 1 defensive player in the league, Derek Banks, and his New York Knicks. And in the West, we got Matthew Sanchez and the number 1 seeded Kodiaks. They haven't even lost a game yet, going up against the 3 seeded San Antonio Spurs, who are also making it look easy with their dynamic duo of Joshua and Christian. Now let's get to some conference finals action. Game 7 winner go home matchup. San Antonio down 6. Vancouver with the ball. Can they hold the lead and advance to the NBA Finals? We shall see. Matthew Sanchez for 3. No good. Christian's got to score fast. Good pass. Drops a pass to Harris. Harris with the layup. Spurs down 4. Rancic out to Harris. Harris for 3. Yes, he gets it. Spurs down 2. And Matthew Sanchez misses the second. Spurs are going to have a chance to tie, and they turn it over. Oh, no. And Sabonis hits both. And that's going to do it. A deadly turnover will cost the Spurs a chance to the NBA Finals. But congratulations to Matt as he returns once again to the NBA Finals. I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, Chris. You put up a great effort this year, and y'all had a great season, but your journey ends here. And there's your Western Conference champions, the Kodiaks. And there you have it. Your conference finals are a wrap. Your Spurs taking it to Vancouver and forcing Game 7, but just coming up a little short in the end. And the defense of New York was just too much for the Washington Wizards. Oh, and we have an epic showdown here. A high-powered offense versus a high-powered defense. This should be a classic showdown. Matthew versus Derek. Who will be our next NBA champion? Let's see. Game 5 NBA Finals, and it's all over. The Kodiaks will be your NBA champions. Matthew Sanchez will win his first ring. I'm so sorry, Derek. It was an epic journey for you, my friend, bringing your Knicks all the way to the NBA Finals. You had a wonderful year, but your journey ends here. And there you have it, your NBA champions, your Vancouver Kodiaks. Congratulations to Matthew Sanchez, as him and Mirai form a dynamic duo, a deadly one at that, and they will be your NBA champions. It feels so good for Matt being here several times and coming up short and finally winning his Finals MVP. Now that was a super awesome journey. Matthew Sanchez and the Vancouver Kodiaks take it out, win the NBA championship. Matthew Sanchez, your Finals MVP with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Now let's check out those playoff stats. KP did not see any playoff action because of injury. Derek Banks will average 14.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1 block. Your Finals MVP will average 19 points, 8.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1 block in the playoffs. Joseph was hurt for playoffs. Seth will average 21 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in the playoffs. Josh will average 6.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1.5 blocks in the playoffs. Chris will average 18 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 steal in the playoffs. Carter will average 18.5 points, 10 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in the playoffs. And there you have it, folks. Season 9 is a wrap. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Lone Wolf out.